This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
What's going on, Washington Commanders Nation? It's your boy Rio Robinson, back with the latest and greatest on the Ramblin' with Rio YouTube channel, where we ramble about the Washington Commanders. Today is Wednesday, August 28th. We are 12 days away from the NFL debut of the Washington Commanders, and we are 1 day post roster cuts, and Washington put in 0 claims despite the fact that we were second in the waiver order wire. But before we get to the content of today's video, this video and all videos this season are brought to you empowered by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. BetUS, where it all begins, home of the fastest payouts in the industry, and a 125% match bonus of up to $2,000 for your first 3 deposits. BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. If you're going to bet this season, do it with my unique link in the description below. Washington has made another trade. We shipped off Jahan Dotson last week, picked up a 3rd and 2 7ths. And one of those 7ths is going out the door as we pick up a 6th round pick for John Ridgeway, defensive tackle John Ridgeway. We lost a dog. We let go of one of those 7ths and John Ridgeway to pick up a 6th round pick from the New Orleans Saints. And after listening to Adam Peters and Dan Quinn's press conference today, wrapping up the roster cut segment of the offseason, this was a move that benefited the player. Ridgeway wanted to go to a system that fit him a little better and a system that he would get on the field more. This guy is not a jag. There are guys on this team that we released that are kind of jags. This is not one of those guys. So this could tell us one of a few things. They either really like Phidarian Mathis, or it was a numbers game and Ridgeway was the only player out of the two that actually commanded a trade market throughout the league. But best of luck in your endeavors in New Orleans. John Ridgeway is one of the few guys in the locker room that I would actually call a dog, and we need more dog energy. He will pick you up and tombstone pile drive you into the fucking turf. Need more of those. Don't need the penalties, but we definitely need those type of dogs in the. You got to have some screws loose on your defense. Everybody can't be nice. Everybody can't be a choir boy. Everybody cannot be the guy you want to marry your daughter in a football locker room. You got to have some dickheads, some assholes, and some dogs in your locker room. And John Ridgeway will be missed as one of those. This is a guy that's giving you 27 to 30 tackles a season as a depth piece defensive tackle. So that puts the onus now on Phidarian Mathis. You have to produce now, sir. You have to fill in for this guy. Johnny Newton and Phidarian Mathis will be the 2 defensive tackles in that room that will be spelling Jonathan Allen and Daron Payne on Washington's defensive tackle room. I don't love this move. I don't hate this move. But I'm going to let our guys cook. I'm going to trust the process here. I don't think it's the end of the world, but I don't hate moving one of the few dogs in the locker room, because he definitely has that mentality that I want spread throughout the defense and throughout the locker room in general. But John Ridgeway is going to go up to the New Orleans Saints. I hate that that's the team he's going to, because that's one of the teams I predict to be firing their coaches early in the season. And that's a team I think that's going to be vying for the number 1 pick in the draft. Could be wrong about that, but I don't think I will be. Washington also added to its practice squad. The surprise of the day was that Washington did not do anything on the waiver wire front. We thought maybe they'd claim a player or two, but maybe that's just fan fiction and lore. Maybe they just don't see it like we do, and they shouldn't. They get paid the big bucks to make these kind of decisions. Ben Standig even tried to press him a little bit in the press conference. He said, what do you say to fans that think y'all should be trying to make a trade, maybe with someone familiar, someone you used to know? And they're just playing it by ear. They didn't go out. They said they went with their pro staff. They thought about it, and they didn't really feel the need to have to make a move and jump out there and claim anybody off waivers. A couple of our guys got picked up. The Bengals claimed KJ Henry and I believe Tariq Fields Castro to the Carolina Panthers. And we put together our practice squad. We brought back tweener Casimir Allen, undrafted rookie free agent Chigozie Anuzium, guard Julian Good-Jones. Sam Hartman's back to the practice squad where he was always going to be. Not sure why fans convinced themselves that he was somehow going to end up on the active roster this year, but absolutely fucking not. That was never going to happen, injury or not. Andre Jones Jr. back on the practice squad. Hagai Nubusi, Chris Rodriguez Jr., Mitchell Tinsley, Bryson Tremaine, Mitchell Tinsley and Bryson Tremaine, and Cole Turner. Cole Turner didn't just get cut out right. Michael Wiley, Cole Turner are back on the practice squad, and defensive end Carlos Watkins. And with the trade of John Ridgeway, Washington now has one remaining vacant roster spot for someone to either be elevated or for us to pick up a player elsewhere. Adam Peters mentioned in the press conference today that we still have the number 2 claim in the waiver order wire for the first 3 weeks of the season. We've lost a 5th rounder and we've lost a 7th rounder and we added a 7th rounder. So we now have 2 6th round picks and 2 3rd round picks in the 2025 draft. Peter said the NFLPA declining the unlimited quarterback moves from the practice squad had little to do with keeping 3. Driscoll showed them a bunch, and Quinn reiterated how much he likes the vibe in the room. So keeping the quarterback room together was a priority of the guys. They seemed upbeat, they seemed chipper, and they seemed confident in the decisions they made, and that's all I need to know. Let these guys cook. It's year 1. They're not acting like this is year 5 and it's playoff or bust. They're doing things pragmatically. They're going to wait for things to come out. And some of those players we were clamoring for them to claim off waivers, they're still available now as free agents to sign with any team. I like that they're sticking to their guns. I hate to lose Ridgeway, but it is what it is. It's a numbers game in this league. And if they feel like Fadarian Mathis was a better fit or did not fetch any trade market for them, they traded the guy who actually brought back a pick. So we add a 6th rounder, lose a 7th rounder for John Ridgeway. Best of luck again for him in New Orleans. No new players. Oh, we added one new guy. We added a corner from Bobby Price, I think is his name. We added a corner to the mix here. Hold up. Let me see. Where's the cornerback's name that we brought in? I believe he's being brought in to the active roster and not the Commanders are signing cornerback Bobby Price to the practice squad. Originally signed as an undrafted free agent in 2020 by the Lions with Lance Newmark. So our assistant GM brought in one of his guys. So there is still one vacant roster spot. Let's see how Washington feels it in the coming days. I'm under the weather a little bit. I got a little bit of sick brain, but Washington makes a trade. Ridgeway is gone. Added a 6th, lost a 7th, and no claims were put in. And we brought back a bunch of guys on the practice squad for 2024. Just to go over that list one more time for you. Guys that fans wanted us to keep here, they are now back because nobody claimed them, boy. Casimir Allen, Chigozie Anuzium, Good-Jones, Sam Hartman, Andre Jones Jr., Hagai Nubusi, Chris Rodriguez Jr., Mitchell Tinsley, Bryson Tremaine, Cole Turner, Carlos Watkins, and Michael Wiley. That's all I got for right now. If any juicier news comes out, I'll be here to report it to you guys. Until next time, hail to the Washington Commanders. Commander Rio, out.
Michael Vick here at BetUS.com. Get it all. Huge bonuses, great odds, a race book, live in-game betting, and a casino. BetUS, my online sports book and casino.